Hello everybody, it's 8:52 p.m. Eastern Time and it's December 9th, 2017. My name's John Disque and this is the Crypto Update. Alrighty, here we go. We're gonna let this reload. We're gonna zoom out, center everything up. Someone asked me today if that's mining equipment they hear in the background of my videos, and no, it is not. I should have put that on today's questions, but she was using an alias name, so I can't publish that. I only publish real names, folks. No one should have anything to hide in the crypto world. Wow. Very unhealthy market, I'm sorry to say, with only 10% of the coins in the green and 90% in the red. Of the top 30 coins, Litecoin is one of the few in the green, and Litecoin is only up 6.25%. It was up to $170. So it was having a good day, but it recently adjusted, and I knew $170 was pretty much overvalued for Litecoin. And don't get me wrong, I like Litecoin. Bitcoin way down, 11.37% in the past 24 hours, down to $13,765.80. The coin of bit struggling as the alt market takes off like a rocket. Not the high volume altcoins, but the wow, big tank there. The kind of middle of the ground altcoins, you know. A lot of action in the altcoins today, but it's coming and going, especially in the pot coins. People are digging the pot coins, hemp, and all them guys over there. Litecoin, as we mentioned, now down 6.25% at $144.75. Reached $182 today. That's pretty strong. Oh, and before I forget, we have a I don't use referral programs because I tell people I'm not selling anything. So when somebody does use my referral link, which I don't post on these videos, my $10 from Coinbase is donated to an animal rescue operation. And that's all going to be involved in the crypto update. See, I don't want to market my video. I'm not here to make nickels and dimes off people. And it's great that people get their $10 when they sign up through my link. That's wonderful. And it's great that I get my 10 too, because that's donated to animal rescues. So they win both ways. They get their $10 plus they donate $10 to the animal sanctuary. And I think I'm just going to accumulate these. I keep forgetting to put them on the crypto update. And just do it, you know, every Friday and say, well, this person, and this person have used my referral link, and so I'm going to go live from first. I'm going to liquidate some PayPal account. Let's say there's 3 of them, that would be $30. So that would go to my PayPal account, and we'll take it from there at my PayPal account, and I will show you proof that this money is going to an animal rescue operation, because I live for animals. Ethereum is in third place and just down a little bit. You could call it even from this time yesterday, and down to 0.74% on the day. So it's holding it's holding its value. Nothing major to speak of. IOTA is way down 18% on the day. Still having one of the best months I've ever seen in cryptocurrency. Yeah, I had a bumpy ride down, but it's down pretty big. Bitcoin crash is also crashing. $1,273.69, down 13.3% on the day. Everybody is struggling. Ethereum Classic in 6th in volume and sitting at $25.17, down 5.73% on the day. The coin of RIP, bank-owned coin. I checked into that. Yeah, it's a corporate coin. That's why they're manipulating this price. It's probably at like, yeah, $240, but yeah, well, I don't. You know banks, man. So I lost faith in your Ripple. That's all there is to it. Down 2.33%. EOS, the ICO, be careful with these things, down 10.73%. Let's go look and see how many days left until this token thingy-majiggy is. 173 days, 11 hours, 1 minute, 9 seconds until EOS is released as a coin. Participating in token sales is risky. Please do your research before contributing. Notice to U.S. users, investing in an ICO may limit your recovery in the event of fraud or theft. While you may have rights under the federal security laws, your ability to recover may be significantly limited. Please refer to SEC guidance, and they're going to tell you don't do it. You know, EOS could be the exception. There's more rip-offs in the ICO industry than there are legitimate ones, and EOS, you know, it may well be the exception. I'm not going to tell you who owns it. I will urge people to do the research and not just read the white paper, because they all sound like the awesome new Bitcoin or the awesome new Ethereum. But you know how that goes. Anyhow, Monero comes in 9th in volume and down 7.14% on the day. Monero did go, you know, there's support there, and some of those buyers that bought in yesterday got tired of waiting and said nope. And some of them bought back, and now it's tanking again. Sorry about the coughing. That's what happens when you smoke tobacco and chemicals. Dash. Chemicals in the tobacco. I don't smoke chemicals. That's crazy. Dash comes in 10th in volume and sitting at $665, down 6 1/3% on the day. Everybody is struggling. Oh, I love this article. This isn't really news, but someone wrote an article, and I love the writing style, whoever wrote it, because it actually makes it kind of funny. The 10 biggest, actually, their headline is different than mine, but my headline is the 10 biggest myths about Bitcoin. Let's go over. His title is the 10 biggest lies told about Bitcoin. But I don't like lies, because people spread things that they think are truth because they heard, you know, some barber saying it was the truth, and it's not the truth. So that's not really a lie. That's just, you know, bad information. Number 1, Bitcoin funds terrorism, and that is kind of funny, you know. If you want something that funds terrorism, it's human beings. And if you want a currency that funds terrorism, it's cash. It's a U.S. dollar. It's far more U.S. dollar funds terrorism than Bitcoin, folks. Trust me. So let's just do away with cash. How's that? Bitcoin is in a bubble. They've been saying this since Bitcoin reached $30. It wasn't a bubble then, and it's still not a bubble, and a 10-year bubble is a pretty damn big bubble. It's just utterly ridiculous. Bitcoin is volatile. For those who don't relish risk, there are certainly less exciting assets to invest in. Yeah, if you don't like volatility, if you can't take it, if it stresses you out, if you're a nervous wreck, do not get into Bitcoin. Don't, because it will swing, and I remember when I first got into crypto, and I had no idea what was going on. Nobody really educated me. It scared the hell out of me. I bought a coin. I bought Bitcoin at $913 back in 2013, and it went all the way up to like 100 or 1,200. And I was like, and this was like 2 days or something. And I was like dancing around the room screaming that I was going to be rich and all. And then it just tanked all the way down to $200 in like hours. And I was like, oh my God, this is... And that stressed me out and made me crazy. And then it played with me. It come up to like 400. And I was like, okay, it's on its way back up. And then it would tank again to like 200. And it was just... I swear to God, someone was programming it to mess with me. And I was just wet behind the ears and didn't know. But my point is, if you can't take the volatility, go invest in, some retirement plan or something. You're in the wrong industry because there's a lot of volatility. But you have to look at the long term. Look at the monthly chart. Month after month, it always comes back, always, every single time. Otherwise, there won't be any money in it, because if it didn't come back, people wouldn't keep investing in it, and they keep investing in it year after year, month after month, week, day after day, because they know it's going to fall and adjust, and hopefully you bought at the floor of the fall, and they know it's going to come back. Bitcoin is tulip mania all over again. Tulip mania happened back in the 1600s, I think. The value of a tulip bulb, the flower, the tulip bulb, it went up to really absurd prices. They were being stolen everywhere, and it was just kind of weird, because no one really knows who started it. It was like this weird rumor that they were suddenly worth like crazy money, and people were paying absurd amounts of money for a tulip. It was just stupid. And as you can see, everybody knows Bitcoin has to be worked for, mined, and all that stuff. Bitcoin is used by hate groups. And these are just stupid, man. We could launch into a lengthy explanation as to why it's ridiculous to blame the currency for the actions of a tiny subset of its users, but sometimes the simplest responses are the best. And somebody posted, it looks like on Reddit or something, I don't know. You've probably heard about cars, but what you haven't heard is how much it's helping bank robbers. So yeah, it's like blaming cars for bank robberies. And nobody ever blames cash for, let's do away with cash because that crackhead used it to buy a $20 rock. Bitcoin is mostly used for legal purposes. Yeah, I think this is pretty much covered. No, it's mostly used for investments, for investing in fact, 63% of the coins that have been mined have never been used at all whatsoever. None. The other 37% people spend, people cash in, people put back on the market by turning it into USD, selling it, spending it. Which I think is crazy to spend Bitcoin, because I used this example today. The $20 pizza you buy today is going to be worth, $1,000 to the guy selling the pizza, and all you're doing is making the pizza guy rich, which I'm sure he loves. But it's not very smart for you to do it. Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme. A Ponzi scheme, or a pyramid scheme, involves older investors being paid back through the capital from new investors. So basically, as long as you keep getting new investors, which a Ponzi scheme absolutely must do, it's over. It's done. It cannot function anymore. So the object is to keep on getting brand new people putting money in. So, and as long as new people keep putting money in, the old guys make the big bucks. The middle guys are lucky to break even, and the bottom guys don't make shit, because all the money from the bottom guys is going to pay off the top guys. Kind of like steam it. Anyway, Bitcoin can be hacked. Look at this writer. I really love him. Bitcoin is certainly not a Ponzi scheme. BitConnect, on the other hand, and then he just puts ... It's, everybody knows BitConnect is a pyramid scheme, but I won't say anything about that. Bitcoin can be hacked. Bitcoin exchanges and cloud-based wallets can theoretically be hacked just like anything. The code for blockchain technology, sorry, my brain's not working, it cannot be hacked. It's unhackable. Websites can be hacked, wallets can be hacked, but Bitcoin itself on the blockchain is impossible to hack. Otherwise, the government would have shut it down a long time ago. Bitcoin is a fad, and so is the internet and cell phones. So are cameras, so is blue jeans, so is everything else. Yeah. Okay, then that's it. I like that article. Questions. Do you think people should be forced to pay taxes on Bitcoin and other crypto? No, but I do believe people should pay their taxes. I really honestly do. I mean, if you live in America, taxes pay for a lot of good things in this country that a lot of people take for granted. And I think you should report your capital gains every year. You don't have to pay your investment money, the money that you put into Bitcoin, because you already paid taxes on that. Theoretically, you went to work and you saved up and you paid taxes on that. So you only have to pay for what you made in crypto. So you have to get all this math together and report it to the government, and pay for things like veteran benefit. Where do you want me to start with it? Everything we take for granted in America, it comes from taxes, schools and teachers, and pretty much the highways, the sidewalks, everything. So yeah, I think we can self-regulate. I think the exchanges should send out tax forms to all their users to make it easy for them, and I think the exchanges should show people actually how to fill out their tax form. They should dedicate a page or two to it and say, hey, this isn't hard, here's how you do it. Cool with you? Does that sound good with you? And still leave it into the hands of the investor. I don't think anyone should be forced to do anything, but they should do it. It's the right thing to do. You never talk about Jerry Banfield. Oh, anyway, Sammy Wilcox. Hi, Sammy. He's a new crypto head. He was responsible for that first question. You never talk about Jerry Banfield. Are you a fan? And that's Rodney Weinstock. I like Jerry. I don't like how he's always pushing Steemit, you know. It's like an obsession with him. Steemit's a good website for some people, and for some people it's not. Jerry's a whale on Steemit, and he's also a witness, and he's making a lot of money on Steemit, and I love people making money, but not everybody is Jerry Banfield. Not everybody has tens of thousands of dollars to stick into an arbitrary token or a website that confuses the living hell out of people. If you want to make money on Steemit, you should work for it. I would not recommend buying the tokens. That's it for the crypto update. I want to wish everybody a happy cold Saturday, and I hope everything is going good for you. Peace. Oh, yeah, we always forget this, man. Sorry. Peace again.